Good afternoon, I'm Herman Green with the Midday News. Special welcome if you're on onespotmedia.com. A reminder as well that you can watch TVJ live by downloading our One Spot Media app in the Google Play Store or the App Store. That's the number 1 followed by the word Spot Media. The Meteorological Service has continued the flash flood watch for low-lying and flood-prone areas of 9 parishes. These are St. Anne, St. Mary, Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Clarendon and Manchester. The flash flood watch will remain in effect until 5 o'clock this evening. A persistent trough continues to affect weather conditions over the Western Caribbean and Jamaica. A further decrease in associated rainfall is expected. However, instability associated with the trough continues to affect the area over and around Jamaica. The forecast is for periods of showers, which could be heavy at times, to continue to affect sections of central and eastern parishes until this evening. Meanwhile, the National Works Agency, NWA, continues its efforts to clear blocked roads in the eastern end of the island today. Residents in several communities in St. Thomas are now marooned following massive landslides and flooding caused by heavy showers. Our news center spoke with NWA Communications Manager Stephen Shaw late last night.
Today, the Works Agency will continue the effort at dealing with some of the challenges, especially in the parish of St. Thomas, where we have some corridors remaining impassable, to include that stretch from Golden Grove heading to Port Antonio. We also have the access to the Front Hill community and the road from Windsor Forest up to Cedar Valley, which is being impacted.
He said the agency will also be carrying out repair work on some roads damaged by flood waters. Mr. Shaw said the cost of the damage is expected to run into hundreds of millions of dollars. An assessment is to be conducted over the next couple of days.
Following all of those, we are going to be looking at putting together an estimate of the damage so that we'll have an idea as to what it is we are looking at insofar as the damage is concerned in monetary terms.
A family of 6 narrowly escaped death yesterday morning after their hillside house collapsed in Parrytown, Ocheria, St. Anne. The area experienced persistent rains on Saturday night into Sunday morning. Chinita Smith lived in the house with her 3 sons and 2 nephews. Ms. Smith recounts that she was taking a bath when she realized the house was collapsing.
After finishing having the shower, drying off some water off myself, I realized that I feel the house going down. And I was saying, Jesus, Jesus, because I realized that the house was collapsing. So when I was saying Jesus, Jesus, I realized the house go down and it made a stop and the whole place where I was becomes dark. After the place becomes dark, I realized I have breath. I didn't know what happened after, but I was calling out for help. I was calling my son.
Ms. Smith says one of her sons and other persons rushed to her assistance. One of her nephews suffered a broken leg. 2 motor cars were buried by the rubble. 4 families are among the scores of residents in St. Elizabeth who were affected by flooding caused by heavy rains in the parish on Saturday. We have more from Simone Golding.
The rain started around 6 p.m. and within 2 hours, the Lillis community was flooded. Cleve Jacob says when the water started to rise, he grabbed what he could and ran out of the house. He added, everything remains underwater.
Me no more go to school, everything gone without no for them go to school. We lose all the food stuff, this a little lose everything out of him at the same way too. So, me no know when I got the... Yeah, we can't go in there. We can't go in there. Because pay water in there. In the raw, every part in there, we can't go in there. We lose everything in there, so we don't know where we're going to work out.
Every come the rain come like this, then flood right out. You understand? And the water now, we're going to stay here for 3 or 4 days before it soak up. And right now, all film outside till it sink. And we come down here last night, the water probably could on a beach today. Like a flood coming down, it's like a beach. And when we come down here this morning, I look out for the water go to Marland house. We're surprised.
Mr. Jacobs said this is the 4th time his house has flooded. He added that the waters can remain up to 3 days before receding. Farmers who live in the area say they have lost all of their crops and animals.
My corn and everything me plant and me foul them everything. Me lose me foul, me peanut and me corn and me gungo them and me sorrel. Me could have lose all my life too. So me want to do something for when take one at the bottom. Yeah. We want to come from the bottom. We can't stay in the bottom no longer, man. A full time now, we no big man.
Sorry, I'm peanut butter throat. It's a terrible rain, bossy. Very bad. We need some help. I'll me hold my sorry throat. I'll me fall with it.
The rain wash out the whole of my peanut, man. Mash up the whole garden, you can't see it. So you wash out the whole of it. So we want some compensation for you know. The government have to do something to it. That's all we can get out of it. We not get no rain. Enough time this happen, we don't get nothing.
The residents say they were promised wooden houses by the previous administration the last time the community flooded, but nothing has been done. They are pleading for help.
The last time we flood, Portia, Peter Phillips, Omar Davis come and say, I want to get the board house all now. So we have to do something towards it. We can't stay no longer down here. No longer, man. We have to run out everything, man. So we have to take away the bottom, yeah. Do something for we, man.
A man died in a motor vehicle crash on the Boscobel Main Road in front of the Ian Fleming International Airport in St. Mary around 7:30 this morning. 3 vehicles were involved, a Honda Civic, a Toyota Corolla and a Toyota Fielder, but it's not clear what happened. The man who died was the driver of the Fielder. 9 persons were taken to area hospitals. An eyewitness on the scene gave his account of what happened.
What I saw is a lot of dead body, like 2 somebody die, and a lot of accident, like if a car come well fast and head down the other car, with some school picking inside, and that's it.
Some persons on the scene suggest that speed may have been a contributing factor to the crash, but the police were unable to confirm that theory. Mr. Nation issued a word of caution for motorists who traverse the roadway.
If you walk, it's like no one lick off a sidewalk. And most of the people them can't even walk on the road in peace because this highway, then drive on too hard. So the police need to do more work. You need police on the highway. That's it.
The Clarendon police are investigating the motive behind Sunday morning's attempted attack on the Hayes police station. Divisional Head, Senior Superintendent Vending Cameron Powell, has expressed anger at the brazen attack and had a warning for the perpetrators.
It's early stage for our investigation, but I can tell you that we will be going all out with this one because I find this one rude, out of order. Criminals getting very, very tame. And when I see criminals want to come in our space, this is something that we're not going to just take sitting down. We're going all out with this investigation. And I am now calling on my good citizens of Clarendon to assist us with this one. We really, really need them to come on board and assist us.
According to the police, shortly before 3 o'clock, a white Toyota Axia motor car without registration plates drove onto the compound of the station. 2 men wearing masks exited the vehicle, one armed with a rifle and the other with a handgun. They say as the man with the rifle prepared to open fire, the station guard shot at him. He escaped in the motor car while the other man jumped the perimeter wall and escaped on foot. And the Clarendon police say they are increasing operations to bring down crime figures in the parish. Superintendent David White says gangs and persons of interest have been specially targeted in areas like Farm, Everettville, Hayes, Lioneltown, Yorktown and Frankfield over the past few months.
In some of those gangs where persons are taken from the street, were arrested and charged for various like murders and shootings and illegal possession of firearms from those gangs. There are some other persons who are connected to the gang who we consider that violent producers who continue to create mayhem. What we have been doing so far, we have been targeting those individuals.
The St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation has stepped up activities to clamp down on illegal vending in Santa Cruz. With the help of the police, several stalls along Market Street up to the Mandeville bus park as well as in the market were demolished on Sunday. The police say the operation follows reports that many of these vendors have been selling in the streets, causing significant traffic congestion. Pedestrians are also left without anywhere to walk.
We're doing a town sweep, we're cleaning the town, cleaning the market, get rid of all the hand carts, the old shacks in the town, and basically to clean up the town to get away from the illegal vending.
At least one vendor agrees with the operation, as she believes vending in the town is now out of control. She believes something needed to be done to bring back order.
The road is not for seller. The road is for motor vehicle, walk foot, bicycle man, not seller. And how the seller them behave, them come in the road and then move till them get in the Midday road. One day so one go this one, and so them a behave till enter around and then one another.
However, some residents disagree. They say this move by the parish council will take away the livelihood of the vendors.
It's painful to see them look at things still, because you know, see them see them look a stall and them look a cat here. Most of them look at people where do the work and mash it up still, you know. And them see them look at things and send them go to school, you know. And them see them look a cat and stall and give them education, reach them there. Right now, get to you poor people always feel it. No matter what. You try, there is a stoppage in their way. So, why else the people them to do?
And that's the Midday News. I'm Herman Green. Join us for a primetime news package at 7. On behalf of our news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.